Hello everyone, this is Mr. Fung with Week 7 Viola lesson. In this week's lesson, we will continue to work on our bow hold and making sure that our bow hold stays the same shape while we're bowing on our 4 strings. Now before we begin, make sure that your bow has been tightened and that you've rosined your bow. If you haven't tightened your bow or rosined your bow yet, take this time to pause the video and then tighten the bow and rosin, swishing it 10 times. Now that your bow is ready, let's begin. We're going to review our bow hold first, creating a cup with the right hand, and my thumb's bent, my fingers are all bent, my pinky's bent, and I'm relaxed. We're going to bring the bent thumb underneath the bow grip, and it's okay if the bow hair touches the back of your thumb for now. Keeping the thumb bent, roll the middle 3 fingers over the stick, pinky tip on top of the stick, and the most important step of it all, relax. Now this week, we want to keep the same shape while we bow and while we put the bow on our violas. Many times when we're beginning to play, when we're starting to learn to play the instrument, we'll create the beautiful bow hold here, and then as soon as we bring our bow onto the instrument, our fingers flatten out or we start to squeeze or straighten out the thumb. So we don't want that to happen. We want to focus and we want to think about the bow hold the whole time. So let's create the bow hold again. Curled fingers holding onto a cup, relaxed. We're going to bring the bent thumb tip underneath the bow grip, middle 3 fingers over the stick, pinky tip on top of the stick, relaxed. We can turn the bow upwards, and remember not to squeeze. Stay relaxed here. We'll bring the viola onto our shoulder, heads turned to the left, shoulder rest on the shoulder, set the bow on the A string. We're going to begin on the A string and triple check that your fingers are staying the same. They look the same as when we created the first bow hold. We're at the frog. We're going to play 4 A's. Bending at the wrist, bending at the elbow. Watch your bow hold. 1, 2, A, go. Now you have to ask yourself after we've finished our 4 A's, are my fingers still bent? Do I still have the same shape as when I began my bow hold? Making sure that the thumb is bent, middle 3 fingers are curled, pinky tip is on top of the stick, and you're relaxed. Let's play another 4 A's. 1, 2, ready, A. Roll it over to the D string. Check your fingers, watch your hands, make sure that you're watching your bow and that your bow is placed right between the bridge and the fingerboard here. Watch your bow when you're going. 1, 2, 4 D's, ready, go. Ask yourself, is my thumb bent? Are my middle 3 fingers over the stick? Is my pinky tip on top of the stick? And am I relaxed? Let's play another 4 D's. 1, 2, ready, go. Now it seems like last week's lesson is the same as this week's, but what we're doing this week is we're trying to perfect the bow hold, and we're trying to play consistently on the same spot. What's it mean to be consistent? It means that you're able to do it many times in a row the same way perfectly. Set it on the G for 4 G's, making sure that the bow hold stays the same. Bent thumb, curled fingers, pinky tip on top of the stick, relaxed. Set. 1, 2, 4 G's, go. Ask yourself, are my fingers bent? Is the shape of my hands and fingers the same as they were before? And roll to the C, last string. 1, 2, ready, C. In this week's practice, be sure you're able to go through all 4 strings beautifully with a nice bow hold. Remember to keep all your fingers bent, staying relaxed so you don't get sore while you're playing. Happy practicing.